Hello YouTube, this is MPG News. I'm T, and today we're going to discuss narcissists hating your happiness. Narcissists, they hate when you are happy because it is a reminder of how unhappy they are or how they can't feel happiness on a level that we do without having to hurt somebody in order to receive that happiness. So a normal human being is able to wake up and decide how they are going to feel. They can decide to be happy or just get up and be in a good mood. A narcissist needs outside sources to make them happy. So narcissists, they will wake up, they'll ruin someone's good mood and start their day off that way. Narcissists will wake up and hit up Facebook or Instagram or Twitter for validation and start their good day that way. So they need people on the outside to make them feel happy in order to feel happy. A lot of times, when a narcissist wakes up, of course, like any other human being, we wake up to silence. Unless, Lord knows, maybe if you sleep with your TV on all night and all day. But for the most part, when you wake up, usually maybe the TV's off or things are off, and so you won't hear anything. And so the point that I'm trying to make is that they will be in silence and they will constantly wake up to shame, guilt, fear, paranoia, and just a lot of negative emotions. And so in order to cover up those negative emotions that they feel, they will go to people on the outside to make them feel better. They need to take it away from somebody else in order to feel happy, or someone needs to validate them as soon as they get up in order to feel happy. Now, they can't have that positive internal dialogue that says, today is going to be great, or they can't look themselves in the mirror and be like, you're beautiful and you're enough, and truly believe those feelings. So when the narcissist, they see you happy, when you get up, they see you happy just in general, they wanted to take it away from you, or they want to be a part of that happiness. And I have a couple stories about a narcissist that I knew and happiness. And to go on with my story, one day I did notice that when I woke up in a good mood, the narcissist would randomly say things like, I'm mad at you. And it would be for no apparent reason. Well, there was a reason, but it's not like I did anything that was harmful. I'd never said anything disrespectful. I just woke up with a smile on my face. And so the narcissist would say, I'm mad at you. And then every time I asked why, the answer was always because. There was no, she had no explanation. She just was. And as soon as she triggered me, she'd start singing, laughing, and dancing. So she would say, I'm mad at you. And I would be like, oh, I don't have time for this. Like, when are you not mad at me? And then I would be in a bad mood because she put me in a bad mood after I was in a good mood. And then this put her in a good mood because I was in a bad mood. And it was just all a mess. So whenever whenever the narcissist saw me happy, she wanted to take it. She wanted to take my happiness. She wanted to be a part of it. And it was an energy transfer that the narcissist was doing. So that's why usually when you discard a narcissist, it's best to go no contact and just be happy with your life, because they hate it when you are happy, because they're unhappy and they think, why can't I be happy? Look at them. How dare you live your life happily without me? Like, how dare you go out and succeed? And it hits a part of their ego, the fact that you were with them and you were feeling all these negative emotions and you were sad and you were depressed and you were just going through a lot with them, and all of a sudden you leave and now you're having this good life and you're happy. It really hits their ego, and it's just a reminder of how they aren't good people to be around. And every time the narcissist hears how cheerful that I am, she gets really angry and she hates it. So I happen to, I don't have any contact at all with this narcissist. I don't talk to this narcissist. I have not seen the narcissist. I do not want to see or have any contact at all. But I do hear from outside sources that if I'm on the phone with them and she just hears my voice, she will start, like, she'll get really irritated. She'll start slamming things. She'll start, stomping and slamming doors. So yeah, when you if it was the other way around, and I had decided to call and I was in pain and I was crying and I was just distressed, the narcissist wouldn't have reacted that way. It would be more of like a, yes, she's suffering. Finally, she feels the pain that I've been feeling all this time. Yes, she's in pain. Yes, she's hurting. Yes, she's suffering. She's crying. She's not having a good life without me. Yes, the narcissist would be extremely happy if I was on the line crying and begging and pleading or whatever um, was going on that made my life seem like it was hell or going to shit. So that's why, like I said, that's why the best revenge usually is to move on and be happy, because they absolutely hate that. They don't want you to do that. They want you to be miserable like they are. They don't want to be they don't want you to be away from them. So when you are with them, you're kind of like a punching bag. It's like um, they will make you view them as really good people, and then they'll start to believe that because you believe that, so they'll truly believe that for themselves, and that's where they get that good feeling of, yes, oh, I'm good, oh, I'm smart, oh, I'm whatever it is that they need to be validated. If you're validating all those things, then that's when they will believe it because you do, I guess you could say. So when you stop believing that, it's like a reminder of like, oh yeah, it just reminded me I am bad, I am unworthy, I am not worthy of anybody staying with me, of anybody loving me, of anybody being with me, because in their childhood they didn't have that. They had emotional abuse, psychological abuse, or whatever went on. The parent was overindulged or underindulged in their life. So it's just a reminder, and it hits a narcissistic injury. So yes, narcissists, they do hate when you are happy, and you always want to make sure that when they try to do that energy transfer, that you don't allow them to transfer that energy, that you just let them keep it and let them figure out what to do with it, even though all they're going to do is go find somebody else to transfer their energy to. But at least it's not you that is having that energy transfer. You're not feeling those negative emotions, because that's obviously not good for you, and it's going to make you feel how the narcissist is feeling. You're going to die slowly if you constantly are around that toxicity 24/7. So that is all that I have for today about narcissists and hating your happiness. You can go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to go ahead and share your story about how the narcissist hated when you were happy and the things that they did to you when you were happy, you can go ahead and email me at healipsych695@gmail.com, which is HEALIPSYCH695@gmail.com. Again, don't forget to hit the bell, and this is NPD News. MT.